You ever have one of those moments where the little person in you was standing in the corner, like, oh, wait, can I be me again? And then they step out and say, hi, my name is so and so. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've really been the one steering the ship. Well, technically not me. I had to turn in a lot of versions of me and let my old self go to become this person. But I'm so glad you got it together because I'm ready to be me again and it feels great. Yeah. Get your cup, get comfy because we're about to pour into what matters. So let me tell you, I didn't even know that my younger self and my grown self didn't even know each other in the same house, sharing the same body, and didn't even know they were strangers until the younger one spoke. Yeah. See, when you grow up in survival mode, you're too busy thinking about paying bills, keeping the peace, baby, avoiding the fires. And your inner child, he or she just over there like holding their breath, waiting for the coast to clear. Yeah, those are the moments that your younger self is peeking through. And for some of us, that little voice came at moments we didn't even know shaped us. Maybe your 4-year-old self heard, don't cry, big kids don't cry. So now at your big old age, you hold back your emotions when you're at work, when you're in love, even when you're alone. Maybe you saw the people in your family panicking when the money ran out. So now, baby, you feel like you have to do something to earn your keep. Or maybe you were told you didn't matter at all. So you decided to be useful instead of being visible. And then you wonder why people can't see you. You're performing, baby. Everybody loves a performance. How many people like the real deal? For me, that moment where my younger self and my grown ass self had that conversation together, that moment finally happened for me when I was able to finally have a quiet kind of peace I've never felt before. You know, that kind that only comes after your world stops spinning and allows you to drop your shoulders and exhale. And in doing so, you realize that stillness that you were granted allowed you to see that that little person had been embracing for that pack impact their whole life since you took it from them because they had to be in survival mode. That's when I knew I had to heal the little girl in me. So here's the thing, survival mode is a great coping mechanism when you're a child, but it's a horrible life coach when you're a grown ass adult. So the next time you find your younger self trying to pop up, instead of shutting him or her down or ignoring him or her, try this. Try retracing the origins of how it started. Ask yourself this to do that. When's the first time my younger self popped up? If you cannot remember the first time, start with the most recent and then trace it back. I do want to know, depending on how traumatic your event is, you may not be able to recall it. And this is because our bodies are programmed to black out what we just cannot handle. And if that happens to be you, you start doing this and you say, I don't know, I can only take it back to here. Because 9 times out of 10, it happened before you're 5, and you just decided to say, we just gonna pretend like it didn't happen. So your mind has blocked it out. And if that is you, I suggest that you go seek help instead of doing it by yourself because it may be too much for you to handle by yourself. So if that is you, please take that into advice. After you do that, the second thing you want to do is name it. So it's going to look something like this. Oh, that's little me avoiding conflict because grown folks' conversations scare her. You want to name it so you don't get swallowed up by it. Thirdly, what you want to do is, you ready for this one? Separate the roles. Let little you have a seat while grown you handles things. It's not about rejecting him or her. It's about telling him or her, I got you now. Chill. So now that you've hopefully found the pattern or going to find the pattern, you reparent. Mm-hmm. Let's take a drink on that note. Have you ever done something and realized your younger self would have never done that and loved it? Yeah, that's reparenting. When I was younger, my mother would never let me leave the house in my hair's natural state because she felt your hair defines you as a woman. So, baby, in 2023, I cut it all off and I've been rocking it natural and it ever since. And let me tell you, today's a good day. I did my hair for y'all. And when I say natural, sometimes I just get up and I don't even do anything and I just go. And you're saying, oh, it's short. Yeah, but you can still tell the difference. And I do it because it's so liberating and it's empowering. It is so empowering because for the first time, I wasn't thinking about what other people thought. I was thinking about what I thought. And then for the first time when I cut my hair off, it made me love me for me and see past my hair of what I've been trained to see as my beauty. So, why did you say this, Mika? I said this to say this because I've been teaching you a whole bunch of ways to reparent yourself. And it's not always about deep crying, journal prompts, looking at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes it has to be fun. Sometimes it has to be silly. And dare I say, childish to remind yourself of the joy that you're supposed to have. So, you know what's coming next. Here's how big me and little me hang out. We do something that younger me would love. And younger me loves to color. Younger me loves to put together puzzles. Younger me likes to play with Play Doh and that gag. You remember that gag, y'all? Mm-hmm. Also, sometimes younger me, we move our bodies like nobody is even there. Girl, I'll pick up a brush still. I will turn because I still have one of those portable fans. I'll turn on a portable fan and I will be Mariah Carey singing in the fan. Do you hear me? 80s babies. Do y'all remember? I also wear stuff that gives me a grin. I put on stuff that doesn't even match anymore. And I want the audacity of the people to look at me because I don't care. I'm learning to be me. I'm exploring me, all ways of me. The ways of me I didn't get to do at 5 because my mama told me I couldn't wear that because it didn't match. So now I'm in my grown self doing it now. I always go back and do something little Tamika was never allowed to do. Like cut my hair and wear it natural. Even though I know I can wear it natural because I'm me, but it's the thought that was implanted in my head that made me believe I could not. And then the last one, hype yourself up like if you had a big cousin who would. Okay? Because sometimes you got to give yourself a prep talk. So, those are just a few things that I do. If you do something different, please let me know. DM me, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear. Because, look, you still got to pay bills, and laundry ain't going to fold itself. But every once in a while, let big you, and little you hang out. Because when you mix their energies, that's when life stops feeling so heavy. You know? Listen, your inner child ain't some fragile thing you gotta tuck away in some bubble wrap. They're the parts of you that remembers who you were before the world told you who to be. But here's the plot twist: your little person isn't supposed to be driving the damn car anymore. So the next time he or she shows up with their little shaky hands on the steering wheel, look them in the eyes and say, "Baby, I hear you. I see you. But scoot your ass over. I got this." It's not about erasing him or her, it's about making them feel safe to take their shoes off, grab a damn juice box, and sit shotgun like the little broke best friend they are and let you steer them in towards peace. And if you don't remember anything else I say today, please remember this: safety is not a place you arrive at, it's a place you practice and choose over and over. Now go choose it like your life depends on it. Cause baby, it does. Dear me, you don't have to flinch anymore. You're safe now and you get to choose differently. I'll toast to that. Next time, we'll be talking about what happens when you stop running on survival mode and start building the life that feels like home. Until next time, dear me, we're handling it now.